Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live trading room. Today is Monday, September 14th, 2024. You, of course, are in the live trading room of Tim the Trader. Here is last Friday's charts. We had some wonderful trading moments. We end up on Friday. Just two trades up 26 cents, but ended up having a great week last week overall. Something like 265, I believe, or two. Yeah, 265, I believe, was the total for last week. Anyway, um, had that about 10:30, that really nice little sell-off, followed by a retract or followed by a swing high. Come on, Tim, get your words out here. My apologies. Anyway, this was last Friday's. Q closed at, let's get down here at 475.24. It's currently sitting at 473.08. Does not look like we have a gap play this morning. That's okay. Let's head over to the option chain where we've got just a 540,000 traded in the underlying asset, which is QQQ. We are trading the 16th. We're trading the 17th, and we're going to start at the money at the 473 on the call side, 474 on the put side. And that's where we'll start. And with that, I'll go ahead and toss it over to Mr. Keith. Good morning, Keith. Yeah, ask him to unmute. Keith, are you out there? I see you logged in. Okay, we'll wait for Mr. Keith to come on. Tom P came on, good. Submit Rita. And okay, let's go ahead and get over to our other charts. Make sure there, we'll wait for Keith to come on here a little early. Anyway, you should have 20 cents between each of your hash marks here. Let me bring out my drawing tool. What I'm talking about is this area right here. You want 20 cents between each of these hash marks right here on each of these. Come back over to here, and I'm going to change this to 20, bring it into view, and zoom up a little bit. There we go. We're all set. Let's let Fred in, and I'm going to set up my active trader here real quick. Keeping an eye on the time. Keith, just jump in when you are ready to. Around the 17th, I'm going to change this to 14 strikes so I can see them all, and I'll just load in the call strike. Let's see, the Dow is up 122. NASDAQ is up down 103. Keith, are you out there?
I am, sir. Yes.
There he is. All right,
Sorry about that.
Oh, no problems. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Keith Frampton.
I'm doing good. Had a great weekend. The New York Empire State Manufacturing Index came out at 8:30 this morning, beat by quite a bit larger than anticipated. We do have bond auction at 11:30 today, two of them, a 3-month and a 6-month there. I would expect things are going to be a bit slowed today and tomorrow, waiting for the Fed's announcement on Wednesday afternoon at 2.
Yeah.
And I'll be trading Wednesday's expiration, the 18th.
Okay, you're moving it in.
Yeah, just for today. The rest of the week I'll trade, or at least through Wednesday, I'll trade Friday's expiration.
Okay. Well, we're in. That time went by quickly. Thank you for the morning report. I'm going to get my volume subchart here set up. There we go. Okay. We are in, pushing down a bit. Apple is reporting less sales than anticipated on the new iPhone 16, which could affect Triple Q. So we will keep an eye on that. Well, not much to keep an eye on. I mean, the sales are down, which could drag Q down today. Let's see what's going on in the broader markets if we've got them yet. Oh, kicked me out. Okay. There we go. Dow is up 189, Nas is down 127, S&P is down by 5.29. So real mixed markets this morning, which typically means we'll get some price movement back and forth. I mean, more than normal. We always have price moving back and forth, but I mean more than normal. All right, we just climbed over a million in the underlying volume.
Woohoo!
Yay! Bells go off. And as always, we're looking for that possible early breakout.
By the way, just to let people know, that one call trade I got in on Friday, I did close about 5 minutes after we got off the call on Friday for a modest gain.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Well, you not us. That's what.
There we go. Let me mute out somebody. Boy, we had lovely fall-like weather here this weekend. A little bit of rain. Rain on Saturday was perfect for football from one end to the other.
Yeah, it's beautiful up here too. We actually had a couple outdoor picnic things I went to on Saturday. They were just beautiful.
Cool. All right, guys, I'm going to head over to the 473 on the put side. 473. Just keep an eye on this. Let's move this up. Let's move our chart up a little bit. We're all in a put position all the way around. So yeah, I'm going to go to the 472 on the put side. I'm going to go ahead and enter this. There we go. And filled at 297. Oh, that's refreshing. Nice low price. And we're up to 307, 309. And let's go ahead and take profit here at 322, 297 to 390, excuse me. How about, yeah, 297 to 322. So nice 25 cents on that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Good way to start off the day.
Indeed. Yeah, I like starting out Mondays with a nice trade, or any day for that matter. I guess it doesn't matter if it's Monday. Pretty good volume so far, but we are continuing perhaps to sell off here. It's going to be one of those long, slow sell-offs. So I'm going to go right back and look at the 472 again. It's one of those long, slow sell-offs, I think. All right, stand by on the 472 on the put side. Price is bouncing a bit, retracting a little bit here, so let's just stay patient. Ooh, look at that long 5-minute candle.
I
Holy
was looking at that too. Goodness.
Couldn't find the bottom of it.
I'm same here. I kept scrolling down. Where is it? I guess we probably could put a pseudo supply zone at the top of that thing.
Yeah, way back here. Let's go ahead and do that. And while that's futzing around, we'll go ahead and change this to red, color, more, HSV, 60, admit, 60. There we go. We'll change that to red. And there we go. We got us a pseudo supply zone in. A little bit of a reversal trying to set up here. So I'm going to immediately go back to the 471 on the call side. 471 on the call side. Getting a turnaround on our MACD, on our Heikenasi MACD. It's getting a nice turnaround. Before we just want to make sure this is a true reversal before we get into it. That is, we let it run a little bit longer. All right, 471 on the call side. All right, I'm going to go ahead and enter this. 471 on the call side, trying to. And did not fill. It already passed me by. So I'm going to go right back to the 471 on the call side. I'm going to try to enter this again. There we go. Now we're in. And filled at 321.
Pass me by.
Let's see. 321.
All right, I got into that.
Okay. Price kind of pausing here for a second while they gather some more orders in. There we go. So, right in the beginning, the market maker dipped down to fill the warehouse. And of course, turned around, start selling. So this looks like the same market maker that we've had here for the last couple of weeks, doing short little campaigns.
And we can put a true demand zone in also.
Hey, we sure can, can't we? Let's go ahead and add that in while we wait for this to get profitable. Boom. And 06 to 16. Whoop. Let's remove that. Let's try that again there, Tim. There we go. Let's add a day to it. And there we go. Got a real demand zone in right now. There's a doji. Price reversing as we would expect off a doji.
We're getting pushed back on trying to pull down now.
Mm-hmm. All right, come on. Let's go ahead and take off. Up, that is.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying.
I thought I'd better. Now, I will hold on to this trade till it gets to about VWAP and then go ahead and get out of it. All right, stand by to get out of this trade. Let's go ahead and take profit on this trade here, folks. And out at 336, so 321 to 336. So that's 15, 25, 35. So two trades plus 40. Had to wait a few minutes for that one to kind of sort itself out, but it did. Heading up to VWAP. If you're still in this, you may want to think about getting it out because you know how price struggles at VWAP.
All right, I'm out of that. Got 22 cents on there.
Nice.
I will try to get back in it if it gets across VWAP here.
Yes. Yes. Which means I will go back to the 471 on the call side. If this does cross VWAP and stays across, that's the key, of course, is to stay across VWAP. Let's get some other charts back in view here. There we go. We did, of course, cross a while back on our MACD on our Heikin-Aussie. 1 minute. 5 minute is just flat. Let's take a look at our longer term charts. Whoopsie, sorry.
Yeah, they're still going down a little bit.
Yes, they are. Still showing, yeah, still showing a put bias. Having trouble with my words, getting them out of my mouth this morning.
Well, that 15-minute one, Tim, is a Heikin-Aussie one, so it's going to take another 15 minutes probably to turn that one around.
True. So we did have a little retraction there. Now we're heading up through VWAP. So standing by, I'm going to use the 471 on the call side, the 471 strike call.
And I'll be looking at that also.
See how much trouble price is having getting and staying through VWAP.
Typical, typical, typical.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks again, Tim, for doing that recording before the session starts. I think that that should help answer a lot of questions for newbies coming in.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to switch down to the 472 on the call side, and I'm going to go ahead and enter this again. There we go.
I'm going to see if it's a
298.
Crazy Ivan first. Let's try to get in on this.
And
Didn't get in.
so next stop will be the pseudo supply.
Okay, I got in on that.
There you go. Andrew, 2 trades plus 51 so far. Nice, Andrew. Learning to really extend those trades to get that profit. Good job.
Got the 5-minute crossed over.
There it goes. Finally.
The 15-minute is flattened out a bit on MACD.
Surprised to see the 15 and 30 still kind of showing a put bias. I can see that they're transitioning.
Yeah, but that's also taking into account the pre-market stuff that was pulling back
Oh,
on.
that's true. That's true. All right.
Come on up. Come on up.
All right. Stand by to take profit here, folks. I'm going to go ahead and take profit here. I'm just concerned that we're starting to show a little bit of. Anyway, got out at 309, 298 to 309. So 11, so plus 51. And I will be glad to be wrong about it.
Dime, Juan. Buenos días. Ya se lo pasé a Miguel.
Well, see, as price gets closer to the supply zone or even a pseudo supply zone, we do expect some or a high probability of reversal to happen. So we got 3 trades, all positive, plus 51. Catching up to Andrew. There we go. All right, it's gone through. I'm going to go back to the 473 on the call side. Of course, this is the first time we've punched through this minor zone. We usually never stay the first time through. Price reversing here a bit, coming back down. There it goes. All right. I'm heading over the 473 on the call side. Let's make sure this is not a crazy Ivan.
Watch the time.
Oh, yeah. We got 2.5 minutes till the pop. Thank you. So, turned out to be a crazy Ivan. Might be having some profit taking going on now. MACD is crossing over, it's turning over. I have a minute and a half to the pop at the top, so I'm probably not going to enter a trade until after the pop at the top. Less than a minute till the pop.
Sorry, I was just talking and I was muted. On that last trade to get out, I put my exit price just at the top of the supply zone in case it popped up through that, and it did on getting out of it.
All right, so good trade. Yeah, it looks like you got it at the right time too.
Yeah, I mean, it did go up a little bit further, but that's okay. We never can get it always selling at the top or buying at the exact bottom.
True. All right, here goes the pop. Boom.
Look at that volume kicking in.
Oh my gosh. Can hardly keep track of it.
Yeah, where are we? Yep, 4.5 million underlying.
Is your audio on?
Mine is. So we're just kind of hanging out here near the zone. We can actually go ahead and move this zone up.
I was just
Okay.
gonna mention that.
I thought so. There we go. And let's activate this. Move it up to there. And now we've got a full-on supply zone. Let me activate price level. I'm going to bring that down just a hair right there. There we go. As neatness counts. All right, let's see what's going on in our broader markets here. I've got the Dow's up 281, Nas down 83, S&P up 5.39. S&P hasn't moved at all. Going through some consolidation here.
Or 15-minute, I was gonna say, yeah, 15-minute MACD's trying to cross over there.
Yeah,
The 30 minutes flattened out. But it keeps crossing over and uncrossing with the pullback that we're seeing right now. I'd like to see the 1-minute Heikin-Aussie come down towards the center a little bit more and turn around to go back up.
yeah. Get a complete reset.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, heading back up. So we want to break out of this little range we're in before we consider another trade.
Yeah, I think it probably will be the call side once that 1-minute Heikin-Aussie comes down, resets,
Mm-hmm.
just based on the longer term charts, setting up for a call.
Yeah, looks like we have transitioned over to a call bias on the longer term charts. Bit of a pop up there. Let's make sure it's not a crazy Ivan happening. All right, guys, I'm going to keep an eye on the 473 on the call side, 473 strike call. Right, it's still trying to break out of this range here a bit. Was looking like we were going to at 10:05, had that nice little push up there, but no follow through. Getting
Yeah,
into some low volume here.
this needs that Heikenasi chart to reset.
Yeah.
And sometimes the best trade is no trade. Just be patient.
True.
Don't force it.
Let's see, we've got 5,100,000 in on the underlying. And broader markets, Dow's up 271, Nas is down 92, S&P is positive by 4. So we're going to try this direction now. Maybe a little crazy Ivan going on. I mean, we will break out of this range. We will not stay in it forever. So far, it doesn't look like Apple's had a real big effect on triple Q this morning so far. We did have that dip in the beginning. But we've recovered plus from that. Seem to be hitting a support level here at 473. If I look at the 5-minute chart, these 5-minute candles are all kind of landing in the same place.
Pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
This goes to show you some of the best filters are visual.
Mm-hmm. Boy, we've hit just a period of some pretty low volume. But this is what Keith was talking about. We've got a major Fed announcement coming out Wednesday at 2, followed by the press conference at 2:30. We will definitely be on for that. But even though it's pretty well known that there's going to be a drop, we don't ultimately know how much, but the market should really react to it. Certainly in the past, when we've had interest rate changes, the market has reacted.
The other thing is, like they did on the last, I guess August one, they have interest rate projections for 1 year out, 2 year out, 3 year out, and longer. So there's a bunch of reports that come out. You know, it used to be just one report and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a number of other ones coming out also.
Whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which can further move the market.
Or they'll move one way, then head jerk the other way. Oh, look at this one. Oh, look at this one.
Yeah, really.
And then if things will settle down a little bit, then he'll come on for the press conference and do similar things again.
Right. Shake it all up again.
Yeah. I think it still is an upward market, but I would like to have seen the 1 minute Heikin-Ashi be set a little bit more than that.
Yeah,
Didn't come down very far.
I would agree. So longer term charts showing a definite bias toward the call side.
I'll be right back, Tim.
All righty. I'd love to see us settle into a trend. If we can just, or if the market maker can get price up a little higher and get support by retail traders, we can start a ongoing trend up. But we are still in this range. just have 5,600,000 in on the underlying. Pretty low volume happening right now.
Yeah, it must have heard me that it didn't like the MACD, didn't go low enough. We've been sort of been stuck in a narrow range messy middle since 9:55 or so.
Yeah. Yeah, we seem to be stuck orbiting this zone.
We had 5 of those 5-minute candles right at the same bottom, 5 of them,
Yeah.
or 4 of them, I guess. Oh, sorry. How'd your Falcons do yesterday?
I didn't watch the Falcons yesterday. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Falcons are playing tonight in Philadelphia.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, the Baltimore Ravens grasped defeat from the jaws of victory yesterday. Lost to the, who are they now? The Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
All right, MACD's down, getting close to mid range now.
Okay, I'm gonna, well, let's make sure this isn't a crazy Ivan, especially since it went right down to VWAP.
So is Sheen taking the day off since he had such a great week last week?
Yeah. I'm not sure where she is. I have to send him a note and see.
Yeah, yeah.
Unusual that he's not here.
And Gary hasn't had any questions today, has he?
No, he hasn't. Well, not yet so far.
Okay. All right.
So let's see where our markets are. Probably not much change. Dow Jones, Dow's still up 246. NAS is still down 94, and S&P is just plus by 2.4. But we're heading down. I'm going to head over to the 473 on the put side. This pushes through VWAP. Except let me look at the longer term. Yeah, kind of a mixed bag.
Hey Tim, Zoom crashed on me. I reloaded, but can you tell me if you're in a trade?
Not in a trade currently.
Thank you.
But looking at the put side, looking at the 473 on the put side.
It's just dropping below Friday's low.
Mhm. Price kind of stalling here a bit. And we go to the 472 on the put side. 472 on the put side. Stand by. What's concerning me a little bit are these topside wicks on these last two candles, showing reversal on those two candles.
You mean followed by a green candle?
And followed by a green candle.
Yeah.
So we'll stay out of this for now.
And the question may be, why didn't we get in this put earlier? And that was because the longer term charts definitely showed a call bias.
Yeah.
Plus, we want to wait to get it for it to get past VWAP. And Crazy Ivan kicks in.
Yeah. All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and try to get in this. And it passed me right by. It's the 472 on the put side. It's getting near the zone though.
That it is. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait, see if it goes through the zone or bounces off.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'm going to move up the supply zone up to this next agreement point. This is the first time that we're encountering this zone. All right, trying to break through the demand zone. Bias on the longer term charts have definitely gone red. See if we're going to bounce off of, see how price came right down to the price line or price level.
There we go. Awesome.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. My goodness. Talk about breaking through.
Yeah, no kidding. Holy smokes. Okay. I guess I'm going to go over the 471 on the put side.
And I'm gonna wait, make sure it isn't crazy.
Yep. Now watch this cycle all the way back.
You act like it's done that before or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hike and Aussie MACD's really flattened out.
Mm-hmm.
Actually starting to turn back up.
All right, if this gets through the demand zone, we'll look at a call trade. Well, we're still showing long-term bias toward the put side.
Yeah, everything's come back. Dow's up 140 now. NASDAQ's down 161. S&P's down 12 and a half.
Just have 7,600,000 in on the underlying.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, that volume that came in at that 1034 large bearish candle.
Yep. I'm not certain, but I think maybe that was Market Maker.
Yeah.
Well, looking at it, struggled getting across that zone.
Yeah.
If this stays where it is for another minute, we'll move the demand zone down, and that'll be an intermediate zone.
Mm-hmm. Price breaking through the demand zone.
Oh yeah, we could move that down too.
Yeah. So we will duplicate this. Right down right there. Duplicate the price level. Bring it down. Here we go. And we'll turn this minor one gray. HSV 60. All right. All right, guys, on the call side, going to the 471 on the call side, stand by. I'm going to enter this. Well, trying to. I'm going to cancel that order. Canceled that order. I'm going to go back to the 471 on the call side.
Aren't you glad you didn't get into that?
Yes. Yeah, and I just glanced over at the longer term and saw they're
Yeah, they're
still
still
very
down.
red.
Yeah. Hey, Tim, from what you and I talked the other day, if we got a second here, let me mention this. A lot of times, if you're like me and you want to have your charts up, but you have to be away from your computer a little bit, I actually have my laptop set up to do Google remote desktop sharing, that I can go and carry that laptop around, and if I'm in another room, and still be watching the charts from it. And it's a free app and seems to work quite well for what I was trying to use it for. So anyway, if you get frustrated, you need to be a different place of the house or office or something like that, and you want to keep an eye on things, try Chrome Remote Desktop.
Yeah.
You can do it to a phone too, but I find it's hard to really see the charts on the phone.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, my son-in-law suggested that, and I use that to be able to manage my mom's computer down in Florida, that I can just log on and see that there. So he says, well, why don't you just use it for this too? I said, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure there must be an equivalent for Mac as well.
Well, I think the Chrome Remote Desktop works on both, because
Oh, does it?
technically I can actually log on to a Mac using it also.
Oh, okay. Well, definitely check that out.
You just never know what you're going to find here. IT helps, sports game helps, and all kinds. Weather helps. Just everything here.
Everything. Yeah. There's Gary. Gary says, what causes the price to struggle when trying to penetrate the zones? Are there some price points of historical significance? And Gary's asking you, Keith, what tablet do you use?
I just have a Dell laptop for it. Actually, I'm using it on my computer is a laptop here for doing all my trading, but I have three big monitors attached to it. And then I have a second Dell laptop that I can just carry with me elsewhere.
Okay, excellent. So to get to your question, Gary, what causes price to struggle when trying to penetrate the zones? Are there some price points of historical significance? Yes, in a way, they are historically significant, not in terms of going back, years or days or any of that, just going back into earlier session. So when we put in a zone, it's because price got to a point where there was no other trader on the planet willing to spend one more cent on it. That mentality stays, which is why price continues to come to zones and either bounces off or eventually penetrates it. Also, this is the extent to which the market maker will move price. So those remain into effect until it is broken through. We don't know when it'll break through, but those prices, that price level tends to hold steady. And you'll notice that price tends to return to zones and bounce off of zones throughout the day as well.
And as Tim has mentioned before, a lot of times there are stop orders just around, accumulate around the zones, which also cause hesitation for going through, that the market maker will take out those stops there.
Yeah. Yeah.
The market maker also tends to can do these crazy Ivans right around the zones too, like at the 1041 one. It's like, oh, it jumped up strong there, so fear of missing out, people jump in that, and then he'll immediately turn it right around.
Yep.
So that can happen anywhere, but a lot of times that happens around the zones too.
Yes. Great questions, Gary. Thank you.
Yeah. Glad you're paying attention, Gary. No, I appreciate, because a lot of other people probably are asking the same, thinking the same thing, and they're just a little too shy to answer those questions. But that's good, Doug. Please, other people too, don't hesitate to ask questions.
Yes, please.
Neither Tim nor I will bite your head off to. That's a stupid question. We don't do that. Come on.
I don't believe those words have ever come out of my mouth.
No, neither. Wow, there's a couple zigzags right in a row there, 4 candles in a row.
Mm-hmm. But here's another example. See how price came right down to the zone and reversed. Coming right back up to this point where it reversed before. It's not a zone here or any other struggle.
No, but a lot of times we see that, don't we, Tim, where
Yeah.
it will not get above that. So if we would do a call here, we'd want to wait till it gets above the prior high there.
Yes. But the longer term charts are still showing a strong bias toward the put side.
Yep.
Even though we have crossed on our Heikenausi, of course, our Heikenausi chart's the first one that will cross. But it looks like another crazy Ivan happening.
Tough to trade this when it's just in these narrow zones and
Mm-hmm.
get the quick move, and then it doesn't want to continue. You know, I only have 2 trades today, but still up 47 cents, which equates to, for me, up 10.6%
Wow.
for just 2 trades in the morning.
That's awesome. Yep. I got 3 trades up 51,
That's great.
which is fine for a Monday.
Oh, absolutely. Particularly on a Monday before the Fed announcement.
Mm-hmm. Was hoping to get in another trade. But only if conditions are right.
can't wait for the Fed announcement. That's always fun.
Mm-hmm. Wild West. All right, let's see if we're going to come up to this price point again. This bit of resistance up here at around 471.56 and do a little bounce off again.
Part of it's also chicken. No one wants to be the first to step across that line.
That's it. That's it, exactly.
That's why a lot of times to get across that, you'll see a lot more volume that the market maker will throw some volume in there to actually get it across that point.
Mm-hmm.
But look at that again. You know, Tim, I think generally the stress in trading for me the last few weeks has been a lot less stress by being a little bit more picky on the trades we get in here too. And I like that.
Yeah, yeah. And I think what's really helping is by holding on to these trades longer, extending the profit on these trades. You don't necessarily have to have more trades, but that does insulate us quite a bit more toward that occasional loss.
And by that, we was talking about we don't blindly just hold longer, but we're looking more at the longer term charts just to see where the general trend is that would allow us to hold longer too.
Mm-hmm.
Probably haven't mentioned this for a while though, but if you're new to this, absolutely, I highly encourage the on-demand trading to try some of this as you're looking at the charts. And it allows you to have no money at risk and to be able to look at the charts as you go through, and you can actually speed up the charts 3 times the speed also, so you don't have to sit there for 6 hours or whatever during the day to watch it. So highly recommend it. Be a student of the charts.
Indeed. I like what Randy just reported here. It says the only stupid question is the one you don't ask. That's right.
Yep.
And he's up 193 today.
Get out of here.
That's
Come on.
what he's saying.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that is killing it. Killing it, Randy.
That must be the new math he's using or something. I don't know.
I think that's great. That is awesome.
Yeah. Did you ever think you could do that, Randy? Amazing.
Yeah. Well, we continue to be stuck in this little range. Randy says, no, I didn't think I'd ever get there.
So we're almost an hour and a half into the trading and we have 9.2 million underlying traded. Wow.
Yeah.
Fairly low.
Let's see. Dow is up 116. It's fallen back a bit. Nas is continuing to sell off, down 162. S&P's down 13 now. Wouldn't not be surprised to see the market continue to be in a put bias for a while.
Well, Tim, we're at the top of the hour,
Oh.
so I think I'm gonna pack it in here for today.
Okay, I think we'll all pack it in for the day. Yep, top of the hour, as Keith just said. So let's go ahead and call it a day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the room, guys. Had a good Monday. Hope you all had good trading today. And we will see you all tomorrow morning. So have a great day. Bye
Thanks.
for now.
See you, everybody.